The massive space station, known as the Galactic Council's command center, floats in the void of space, a symbol of the power held by the galaxy's most advanced and dangerous alien species. Inside, the leaders of these races gather in an imposing, high-tech chamber. Their voices echo as they discuss their plans to invade Earth, confident that their technology is far superior to anything humanity could offer. They believe Earth's weapons are no more than primitive toys. With an air of arrogance, they laugh at the idea of Earth even putting up a fight. The aliens boast about their superior weaponry, powerful lasers capable of wiping out entire cities with a single shot, AI-controlled warships that can dominate entire fleets, and advanced energy shields that make them nearly invincible. They make it clear that humanity stands no chance. The Council's leader, a cold and calculating alien named Vornak, addresses the group, his voice booming with certainty. These humans may have firepower, but it's nothing compared to what we can bring. Our fleets will crush them in no time. His words carry a venomous arrogance, and the other council members nod in agreement, utterly dismissing the humans as nothing more than a nuisance. The fate of Earth is already sealed in their minds, and the aliens are eager to move forward with their invasion. Back on Earth, the mood is far less certain. Inside a command bunker deep underground, Captain Ethan Carter stands, his face drawn with worry. The news of the alien fleet's approach has reached Earth's top military leaders, and the situation is dire. The camera zooms in on Carter's hardened face as he receives the transmission from the Galactic Council. His fingers grip the edge of the desk as he listens to the report. The enemy fleet is far more advanced than anything Earth has ever seen, and they're coming for Earth with full force. Carter looks around at his team, their faces reflecting the same grim determination. They all know the odds they're up against. Human technology is outdated, their weapons old-fashioned compared to the aliens' advanced lasers and AI-driven warships. But Carter isn't one to give up easily. He looks at his soldiers, knowing that their only hope lies in something far more dangerous than anything the aliens have ever encountered, something that even the Galactic Council hasn't seen coming. A hushed whisper spreads through the command center, and we get a brief, shadowed glimpse of Earth's secret weapon, Project X. The project is shrouded in secrecy, and only a select few know its true power. Its existence is classified, and only the highest-ranking military officials are aware of its development. It's a weapon so powerful, so risky, that no one is certain it will work. But it's Earth's last hope. As Carter stares at the flickering screen, he knows the fate of the world rests on this plan, and its success is humanity's only shot at survival. Captain Carter gathers his team together in the briefing room. The tension in the air is thick, and the weight of the moment is heavy on everyone's shoulders. As he stands in front of them, he speaks with a voice full of conviction but also a quiet sadness. This is it, people. Our planet, our families, our way of life is on the line. But we can't afford to let fear stop us. This isn't just about survival, it's about ensuring our future. Our children, our families, the entire human race, we're all counting on us. In the background, we see soldiers quietly embracing their loved ones, knowing they might never see them again. A mother hugs her child tightly, trying to hold back tears. A father bids farewell to his wife, promising to return. The air is thick with emotion as the reality of the coming battle sets in. The camera lingers on these heartfelt moments, humans, with everything to lose, determined to fight for their place in the universe. As the team gears up for battle, the sound of distant explosions and sirens echo through the base. Earth's military forces are preparing for the worst. The camera shows scenes of soldiers in training, running through obstacle courses, and preparing their weapons. The world knows what's coming, and the only choice is to fight back. Despite the overwhelming odds, Carter's team is resolute. As they board their fighter ships and head into space, there's a deep sense of unity and purpose. They're not just defending their planet, they're defending their legacy. They're defending humanity. The camera zooms in on Carter one last time, his face set in determination. He knows that this fight will be their hardest, but it's also their most important. The camera pulls back as Earth's military prepares to make its first move against the invading alien fleet, setting the stage for a battle that will change the fate of the galaxy forever. The aliens might have mocked humanity's primitive weapons, but the human spirit, with all its flaws and courage, is not so easily defeated. As the first shots are fired, both sides know that nothing will ever be the same again. The countdown to humanity's last stand has begun. The sky above Earth darkens as the alien fleet arrives, massive ships descending from the void of space. Their weapons are ready, and Earth's cities brace for impact. The first shots land, and the chaos begins. The invaders unleash devastating energy blasts, turning skyscrapers into rubble in seconds. Earth's military, though equipped with outdated technology, launches a desperate counterattack. Fighter jets roar into the sky, armed with rockets and missiles, while tanks fire into the oncoming alien ships. It's a battle of speed against power. But despite their best efforts, Earth's forces are no match for the advanced alien technology. The first wave of missiles barely scratches the alien ships, and explosions from alien laser weapons rip through the Earth's defenses. Fighter jets explode mid-air as they attempt to breach the alien fleet's shields. The sheer scale of the devastation is overwhelming. Cities burn as firestorms rage across the planet, and it feels as though humanity is on the brink of extinction. But there's a glimmer of hope. As the alien fleet continues its descent, Earth's forces refuse to give in. Their spirit is unbroken. The aliens begin to underestimate the humans. They believe the human forces will crumble soon enough, that this fight will be over in a matter of hours. They think Earth's primitive weapons will have no effect, and they laugh at humanity's attempts to defend itself. But the humans have something the aliens don't, an unyielding will to survive. As the alien assault intensifies, Captain Ethan Carter knows that the battle is slipping out of their hands. Earth's forces are losing ground fast, and if something doesn't change soon, humanity will fall. The camera focuses on Carter's face, sweat dripping down as he watches his team fight their way through the wreckage of a destroyed city. They're close to the target area, but the clock is ticking. The countdown for Project X begins. The team has one chance to activate the antimatter bomb, one shot to change the tide of the battle. But with alien warships closing in fast, they may not make it in time. Explosions shake the ground as enemy ships fire on the city, and the team pushes forward, running through burning streets and debris. The camera cuts to scenes of chaos, soldiers fighting desperately to hold their ground. Each step they take feels like a race against time. The tension is palpable. Will they make it to the launch site before the final wave of alien ships arrives? The weight of the moment hangs heavy in the air as the team moves forward, their hope now tied to the success of Project X. The visuals are nothing short of breathtaking. Alien warships in orbit rain down destruction from above, their weapons firing bright beams of energy that cut through buildings, causing massive explosions. The once thriving cities of Earth now resemble war zones, with buildings crumbling under the relentless assault. Streets are torn apart, with fires lighting up the night sky. The camera captures the devastation, flames rising from collapsed buildings, the twisted wreckage of military vehicles, and the chaos of soldiers desperately fighting back. In the midst of it all, Carter and his team move through the ruined cityscape. Their faces are grim, but they push forward, determined to carry out their mission. As they sprint through the wreckage, explosions light up the sky, casting shadows across their faces. The city is in ruins, but they keep moving, knowing that the fate of humanity rests in their hands. With every step, they grow closer to their goal, but the alien ships are closing in. The camera shows the urgency in their movements, as the countdown continues. The clock ticks down, the seconds feeling like hours, and the camera cuts between the team's desperate race and the terrifying spectacle of alien forces preparing for the final assault. The suspense is unbearable. Will the team reach the antimatter bomb's deployment site in time to unleash it? The fate of the world hangs in the balance. The battle has reached its peak, and Earth's defenses are on the brink of collapse. Captain Ethan Carter and his team are racing against time, with the enemy closing in fast. The alien fleet looms above, poised to deliver the final blow to Earth. Amid the chaos and devastation, the secret weapon, Earth's last hope, has been activated. In a high-tech underground military base, Carter's team initiates the countdown for the antimatter bomb. The camera shows the intricate activation sequence in stunning detail, glowing screens flash with complex data, alarms blare, and red lights pulse as the countdown ticks away. The room is filled with tension as every second brings them closer to either victory or total destruction. The bomb's core hums to life, and a deep rumble shakes the facility as the final sequence begins. It's a moment of hope against overwhelming odds. The camera shifts from Carter's determined face to the sleek interface of the antimatter device, emphasizing the futuristic technology. With a final beep, the bomb is launched, its trajectory set for the alien fleet in orbit. In the skies above, the alien fleet is ready to finish what they started. The camera cuts to the alien commander aboard the flagship, coldly issuing orders to destroy Earth. He doesn't anticipate that the humans have anything left to throw at them. The fleet's massive weapons charge, aimed at Earth's remaining cities. Just as the commander issues the command to fire, everything changes. The antimatter bomb detonates in space, a brilliant burst of light that illuminates the entire sky. The shockwave spreads outward with terrifying speed, enveloping the alien fleet. One by one, the alien ships begin to disintegrate, torn apart by the sheer power of the antimatter explosion. The advanced technology that once seemed invincible is reduced to floating debris, leaving behind only the remnants of a once mighty fleet. The camera captures the destruction in breathtaking detail, ships tearing apart, energy shields flickering out of existence, and massive hulls crumbling under the bomb's force. In the midst of the victory, tragedy strikes. Bonner, one of Carter's most trusted soldiers, has been by his side through it all. In the final moments before the bomb launches, Bonner makes a brave sacrifice. He stays behind to ensure the bomb reaches its target, even though it means certain death. The camera focuses on his face, grim, yet resolute, knowing that his choice will help secure humanity's survival. Bonner's sacrifice is felt deeply as the camera switches back to Carter and his team. The success of the antimatter bomb does not come without a price. The explosion echoes in the hearts of the survivors, especially Carter, who lost a close friend. As the fleet is annihilated, there's a moment of silence before the team can celebrate. Carter, eyes filled with sorrow, looks toward the stars. He knows that Bonner's death was not in vain. It has secured the survival of humanity, but at a cost. His team feels the weight of that loss. They've won, but they've also lost. Carter's voice cracks as he speaks to his remaining team members, reminding them that Bonner's bravery saved countless lives. The emotional connection is palpable as Carter and his team stand together, their faces marked by the battle's toll. The victory feels bittersweet because it's a reminder of the price of war. Bonner's name will be honored, and his sacrifice will echo in the hearts of those who survived. The shocking aftermath of the antimatter bomb ripples through the battlefield. The once mighty alien fleet, now battered and broken, begins to retreat in a frenzy. The invasion, which had seemed unstoppable just hours ago, is now crumbling. The aliens, who had mocked humanity's primitive defenses, are now fleeing in fear, unable to recover from the catastrophic destruction wrought by the antimatter bomb. The camera zooms in on the retreating alien ships as they make a hasty retreat, engines firing in desperation. Their massive ships, once symbols of overwhelming superiority, now appear fragile and vulnerable. The once proud Galactic Council's armies are in disarray, unable to respond or regroup. The space is silent as Earth's military watches in disbelief, knowing they've won. But even as the enemy retreats, the silence is deafening. Victory feels distant and hollow in the face of such destruction. Captain Carter stands at the edge of a ruined battlefield, staring at the shattered horizon. His face is worn and solemn as he surveys the aftermath of humanity's desperate fight. The once thriving cities, now reduced to rubble, are a grim reminder of the price they paid for survival. The air is thick with the scent of smoke and ash. His mind flashes back to the sacrifices made, friends lost, including Bonner, whose bravery saved them all. Carter's eyes linger on the distant horizon, where the last of the alien fleet vanishes into the void. In a quiet, somber moment, Carter walks toward a makeshift memorial. It stands in the middle of the destroyed military base, a simple stone marker for Bonner, and for all those who died in the defense of Earth. He places a hand on the cold stone, his heart heavy with the weight of what they've achieved. Earth may have won, but the cost of victory has been far too high. The silence around him feels almost unbearable, as if the Earth itself mourns the loss. Carter reflects on what they've just accomplished. Defeating a powerful alien force, saving humanity from annihilation. But the triumph is bittersweet. He knows that for every victory, there is a loss. His heart aches as he remembers Bonner's sacrifice, and the faces of the soldiers who never made it back. The camera pulls back to reveal the vast emptiness of space, now littered with the wreckage of the alien ships. What were once imposing symbols of advanced alien technology are now twisted remains, floating in the vacuum of space like forgotten ruins. The advanced ships, capable of wiping out entire planets, are now nothing more than metal debris. The remnants of alien fighters drift slowly, their sleek forms shattered and broken. Back on Earth, the devastation is just as clear. The cities are in ruins, buildings collapsed, fires still smoldering in the distance. The streets are empty, except for the occasional soldier or survivor trying to salvage what's left. Despite the destruction, humanity stands strong. There is a quiet resilience in the air. Earth's people, though battered and broken, have proven that even against the most advanced forces, they are not to be underestimated. The final shot shows Earth from space, scarred and wounded, but still whole. Humanity has survived, but the road ahead will be long. There is a sense of uncertainty about the future, but also a glimmer of hope. The camera lingers on Carter's face, his expression one of quiet resolve. He knows that their battle may be over, but the war is far from won. The camera slowly pulls away, leaving Earth behind, as if to suggest that the story of humanity's fight for survival is just beginning. After the overwhelming victory, the once invincible Galactic Council now lies in disarray, their fleets shattered and their pride broken. In an unprecedented move, they send a delegation to Earth, hoping to negotiate a ceasefire and avoid further destruction. The emissaries are desperate, pleading for peace and begging humanity not to unleash the antimatter bomb again. Their tone is humbled, a stark contrast to the arrogance they once displayed. Earth's leaders, still wary of the Council's true intentions, meet with them in a tense conference. The room is filled with the weight of history as representatives from Earth consider their options. Despite the fear, Earth's leaders realize that the cost of war has been enormous, and while they are willing to negotiate, they are not naive. Caution is key. Carter, now hailed as a hero, stands at the back of the room, his eyes filled with the memories of the fallen and the sacrifices made to bring Earth to this moment. He is a symbol of humanity's strength, but the war has changed him. He knows that Earth must tread carefully, not just to survive, but to make sure that no one can ever threaten them again. Though the battle is over, the war for Earth's future is far from settled. The peace that is offered by the Galactic Council is fragile, and both sides know it. However, for now, Earth holds the upper hand. There's a quiet optimism as the delegates begin their discussions, with hope flickering that humanity might one day rise to become more than just a survivor in the galaxy. As the peace talks proceed, Carter stands alone on the outskirts of the capital, looking up at the stars. The night sky, once a symbol of endless wonder, now feels like a reminder of everything humanity has just gone through. His thoughts are heavy as he stares into the dark void above. The universe is vast, and humanity has proven itself capable of great things, but it is not alone. There are whispers of even more powerful and dangerous alien races that exist beyond the reach of the Galactic Council. These mysterious civilizations are said to be older, more advanced, and even more feared than the Council itself. Carter knows that this fragile peace might not last forever. The Council's retreat might only be the beginning of a larger struggle. Earth has revealed its true power, but with that comes greater responsibility and new challenges. The camera zooms in on Carter's face, the weight of what he's just witnessed reflected in his eyes. He knows that Earth's place in the galaxy has changed forever, but at the same time, he understands that new dangers will rise as others take notice of humanity's strength. As the camera slowly pulls back, the peaceful silence of Earth is interrupted by a distant rumble. In the far distance, beyond the planets and stars, a massive fleet of unknown alien ships appears, looming ominously on the horizon. Their size dwarfs anything Earth has seen before, and their presence hints at the challenges that lie ahead. This fleet is not from the Galactic Council, and their intentions are unknown, but one thing is certain: humanity's true test has only just begun. The camera fades to black, leaving the future of Earth uncertain, yet filled with possibility. Will humanity rise to meet the new threat, or will it crumble beneath the weight of the galaxy's power? Only time will tell.